Hey world, it's Bean. Want to come back with another video. Just want to come back with this video here, family, because it's important that we understand political and economic news, okay, and how it can affect you. Family, I can tell you right now that with President Trump addressing the two mass shootings this weekend, that happened this past weekend rather, and even giving condolences to the Mexican governor because of the number of Mexican citizens that were killed in this particular incident. Okay? If you didn't get a chance to watch my last video, today's news validates what I talked about. He mentioned all of these victims, but he never once mentioned Chicago. I mean, they don't have the same news that I had access to. If you didn't get a chance to watch my video, family, go check out the last video I just dropped the other day. And it talks about this past weekend how 33 people in Chicago were shot and 3 were killed, and no mention of that. I mean, anytime the president comes on and give a national address, he addresses the nation about mass shootings. Now, in my book, wouldn't 33 people shot in a weekend be a mass shooting? And so, if you had a chance to watch it, he just gave a speech maybe about an hour ago, 45 minutes to an hour ago. Go check it out. No mention. So if you're in the state of Illinois and you live in Chicago, and I even had guys, if you had a chance, in my last video, of course, people in the family leave comments once you're in the garden. And of course, I want all the comments, right? And I addressed the comments that I received. And I just thought it was interesting that one of the people that addressed me in the comments stated that in Chicago, that's like, that's like everyday thing. It's like that happens every weekend. So why would the national media associate or address Chicago shootings when it happens all the time? And I responded by telling him that, hey, I don't remember no Afro-melanated organizations or companies that are producing these guns and manufacturing these guns in Illinois, that in Chicago, people just become desensitized to the fact that they are shooting. But these are innocent victims. I'm not talking about those that are shooting. I'm talking about the victims. I'm talking about those that lose their lives. And if you haven't a chance to watch my last video about what the third leading cause of death is in America, it's hospital stays. The third leading cause of death in America is your stay at hospitals. People die in the hospital way more than, a lot of other situations. And so you're trying to tell me all these people that get shot and go to the hospital, they leave healthy? No. So I just thought that's kind of disingenuous. I appreciate the comment, but I just thought it was disingenuous because I don't think we should ever get desensitized to mass shootings. But I think what happens, we done got desensitized to Afro-melanated mass shootings, because in my eyes, that is a mass shooting. And for President Trump to mention video games and mental health as reasons for it, come on, man. And white supremacy, or, come on. You have hundreds of thousands of people come watch you, and it's mostly Caucasians. And so when you do a national address on gun violence, on these two particular mass shootings, and indicates that not white supremacy, but this, I guess, white hatred, because you mentioned something about white supremacy. And I just think that's kind of crazy when just a couple of weeks ago, the narrative was that you was a racist, telling quote unquote women of color to go back where they come from. And now you saying today we need to address this situation about white, about white supremacist ideology and all this kind of stuff. But that's what the media was just attacking you on 2 weeks ago. So media, come on now. Family, that's what I'm saying. You got to understand what's real news and what's fake news. It's ridiculous. All right? Just come back with a little food for thought, family. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And in the meantime, between time, may the Most High decide to bring you joy. And being with is out of 5,000.